Okay, we are now live.
Ew.
Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to the first council meeting of the Knights of the New Republic. We are still waiting for Odin. He has not come in yet, but I'm sure he will show up eventually. So in the meantime, I am going to let the council members that are here today introduce themselves and talk a little bit about their channel, and then we will get started on the council meeting. And we will start with Thug Life first.
Hello everyone, I am Thug Life Jeremy, the best of the Jeremys, the British Jeremy, one of three but still the best.
Wrong, not the best.
Want to contend with that, soy boy? Anyway,
I wouldn't.
I have streams on this channel a lot. I was on the Council of Jeremys. I'm still procrastinating my first video, but that will be out at some point. And subscribe to my channel.
Okay, Stig.
Well, I'm a fellow from Norway who doesn't have a channel, so don't subscribe to me.
Subscribe to him anyway.
Yeah. I'm basically on just as a guest now and again, and you know, whenever Bonnie needs help, I offer live aid. So I am.
Proper.
Yes. Hi. Hello. My name is Proper Jeremy, and I host a Council of Jeremys once a month. So when it's that time of the month, that'll be in a few weeks. We're going to have another one, and I'm really excited for that. So yeah, and I upload a video at least once or twice a week, and going to be having lots of plans for the future. Yay!
And we have Brandon.
Hey everybody, get moist, get voiced. It is the Moist, aka Brandon Moist, coming to you from Moist Visions Inc. Recently rebranded. On my channel, I do gaming, pop culture, and Game of Thrones reviews. And in the spring and summer, I will be doing virtual tours throughout the Northern Virginia region, doing some Civil War history videos. I'm at 85 subs, so I'm trying to break that 100 sub mark soon. So if you want some of the moistest content on the web, subscribe to Moist Visions Inc.
Can you guess which one in this group chat is moist?
He also gives advice on moisture farming.
Yes, that is
the
yes. Lots of agricultural and moist advice. So if you're stuck on Tatooine, I'll find the moisture.
You're the moisture farmer?
Yeah, you're the moisture.
Hey y'all, I am Mary B, and we'll hopefully soon know him. I am just a streamer and video maker out here on YouTube. I'm just getting started. I'm sitting at almost 110 subs on my channel. Woo woo! Thanks you guys for that. And I am a member of Bonnie's Knights of the New Republic Council, and I am just thrilled to be here. So sub to her channel, sub to all these beautiful people's channels, and yeah.
Frank, welcome, Frank.
Brian.
Hi, I'm Brian. I am just another member of the rebellion against the Kathleen Order. I am currently watching Star Wars right now, so that's that. And I am excited to be on this stream as well because I get to talk about everything about Star Wars, and that's my favorite thing to talk about. So, yeah.
Frank.
He's probably dealing with his wiener dogs.
I'll do an impromptu thing for him. Hi, I'm Adam Shawhan, Frank and the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan, coming to you with a lot of wieners.
Dogs. That's right. They're howling too because they hear the moist. They're saying, "We hear the moist. We feel the moist. We must drink more water to be moist."
So welcome to everybody in the chat. We will answer questions as you put them up here. This council is basically just a group of us getting together. We will have special guests from time to time. Today we're supposed to have Odin, but he has not shown up yet. So hopefully he will pop in eventually here. But if he does not, then Mr. P, I will bring you on as the guest. Today, we're just going to talk about a bunch of different things that are going on, some stuff that just popped up in the Twitter news, and we're going to give that to Proper Jeremy because he's handling the Twitter news today. So you can give us an update on what we were talking about before we came on air.
Oh yes, this beautiful tweet that Ryan Johnson put out. Oh my goodness! You want me to show you guys?
I would say, yeah, I'd screen share.
Yeah, I would screen share that.
Let's see this. Okay, yes, Ryan Johnson is back with his. He said just yesterday, I have never once, not one single time ever, attacked someone for just not liking the movie. Show me a tweet where I do that. I never have and never would. But if someone is an abusive asshole, I have zero hesitation in calling them an abusive asshole. Really? You didn't attack Mike Zero? Yep.
Right. How did you get through that without laughing?
Zeroed it. Yes, seriously. Okay, so he said something stupid again. Yeah. Could we talk about the many times where he has gone out of his way to attack fans? Call people man babies, sexist for not liking the movie.
Don't forget that stupid little sign. Your Snoke Fairy sucked.
Oh God.
Right.
And not to mention him probably telling John Boyega to say we don't care.
Oh yeah.
Biggest troll ever.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I don't even blame John Boyega because he's just a pawn in the big scheme of things. He's just a pawn for Ryan Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy. So
I think he's swinging from their nuts. So that's why he's Boyega. He'll do whatever it takes for a dollar.
My Snoke theory actually did suck because, I mean, I didn't have one. So, I mean, I guess you could say it did suck in that case.
Well, neither did he, so.
Yeah.
This is true.
Any Snoke theory is better than him dying in the middle of the second movie. So,
right, with no explanation as to.
If I did have one, he'd at least make it to at least the second act of the third movie.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm curious. What if The Last Jedi was actually Episode 9? Would that have been any better? Like, see,
no.
Here's. Well, hear me out. Okay, so the first movie, 7 would be, everything that we didn't actually get to see about, the backstory of Kylo Ren, his rise and fall, his struggle with the light and dark, and have it play out a little bit differently. And then, I don't know, that thing can happen with him and Luke, and then he destroys everything, and, then Force Awakens happens. Then Last Jedi still, it wouldn't make any difference at all. If it was played out more like it was a concluding chapter, and you would get to see a Snoke backstory and stuff. No?
Sorry, it's still Soy Wars.
The Holdo scene still ruined all space battles in Star Wars.
Oh, it doesn't have to be. Well, we'd go with Ivan's edit. How about that? How about that? Will that make it better? I don't know.
Well, I haven't seen Ivan's yet, so.
Okay, never mind.
Bits of it. He's put up videos on his channel with showing us bits of what he's changed.
Yeah, the direction that he's going with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so really quick, I need to put this out there. Something has happened that Brandon is going to be posting a GoFundMe link in the chat forum. I'm going to let him explain it, and then we will get back off that topic because it is a sad topic, and I know we don't want to stick to sad topics for very long. So, Brandon, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody about the situation and go ahead and post the GoFundMe in the chat, please?
Yep, GoFundMe is going in right now. So what the link to the GoFundMe is for, it's for the Elsesser family, which is out of central Pennsylvania, where I'm from. I grew up, played basketball with with their son. I got to know the family very well, and unfortunately, my best friend, his sister, was in a car accident, and the car accident was caused by a drunk driver who hit her head on. She was 17 years old. That happened on Sunday, and over the night she passed away. So let this be a lesson: do not drink and drive. But the GoFundMe link is in there if you want to support the family financially, or thoughts and prayers are always appreciated. But try to get some support for the family. They're great people. They, I was at their house about every weekend usually, playing basketball, playing, Xbox and whatnot with my best friend, and got to know, his sister Chantel, who passed away unfortunately. But the GoFundMe link's there. The story of what happened is also in the GoFundMe link. But if you have any questions about the GoFundMe or anything, please feel free to DM me on Twitter or Facebook. I'm pretty active on there. And Twitter, you can easily find me. But that's so let this be a lesson. Don't drink and drive. But this is a low point, I guess, of this stream, and we're just going to take it to the higher points from here.
And maybe before we do that, we can just have like a 10-second moment of silence for her.
Yeah, I agree. We should do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be traveling back to Pennsylvania for the services later on this week. But yeah, I really appreciate that. And yeah, if you guys want to check that out, love you guys. And I know this is tight knit community, and don't want anything like this to happen to anybody in this chat or in the stream and in the fandom menace, and don't want this to happen to any of your family members as well. So.
Yeah.
Also, really
and your
quick,
dog agrees.
Also, really quick, I want to give a shout out to Flip. Flip created all of our new thumbnails for my channel, including the one for today's council meeting. So thank you for that, Flip. You did an awesome job. And if anybody wants Flip to do anything for him, he charges $10 to do the thumbnails, but he puts a lot of hard work and thought into it. You give him an idea and he will completely create it for you.
Wonderful.
So yes.
You sure that's not just the Bonnie's awesome rate? Like,
yeah, I'm sure.
How much does he charge for cleaning an apartment?
You have to ask him that one.
I think Flip's probably already pretty busy.
You know what we need? We need Caitlin. Caitlin's missing from the stream.
She is. I just put the stream out on Twitter. But we've got 17 watching right now, and we just kind of started a minute or two ago. So.
Yes. And I seen where Odin just a minute ago posted a video on Twitter or on YouTube. So I sent him a quick message there to let him know.
Yeah, he
on Twitter
he said that he's going to jump on when he can.
He said he just tweeted me. He said, "I thought the stream was scheduled for 2. I'm in Central Time Zone. I have to finish a couple things, but then I will jump on."
All right, no problem. And excuse my coughing. I am just starting to finish healing up from whatever this viral infection was. So I'll try to keep it under wraps as best as possible. Rob, I sent you the link, so hopefully you'll be able to jump on here. He is another guest that was going to be a surprise guest today. Everything Star Wars. So hopefully he can get on with the link I sent him with no problem.
Wouldn't that be awesome if like someone like Jeremy or like Ivan might show up. Ivan,
he's been on before.
Ivan's pretty active.
Yeah, I've jumped in here before and came on the show. So
yeah,
that was hilarious.
Yes,
Ivan is hilarious.
Let's not remind me.
I think that was the first stream I saw on this channel.
So yeah, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up and make sure you sub to each other and the people on the panel. We are trying to help everybody in this community grow. Mm-hmm. Even if they don't have content on their channel, if you give them a thumbs up, it just lets them know that we're paying attention to them. Mm-hmm. So if they eventually do, they have a start, and that's all they need is that one little bit of a start in order to get somewhere. I didn't really have anything on my channel, and people were subbing to me because I was helping other people on their channels, and that's how I got my start. And it actually helped me out in encouraging me to start putting content on my channel. So somebody may be thinking about it and then just not doing it because they don't think anybody's going to care. And that one person subbing to your channel gives you a little bit of encouragement to go ahead and do something, then they realize somebody will care and will watch. So definitely something I'm trying to do, help people, encourage them to do their YouTube if that's what they want to do, and know that they've got support. So speaking of which, guys, is there any other news we need to talk about?
Well, I did say in the chat before we went live, and maybe someone in the chat right now will be interested. Apparently they just released that the ride and Galaxy's Edge will be 28 minutes long. So
I did see that.
Yeah, so that's gonna be that's pretty long.
The ride itself is going to be 28 minutes long.
Yeah.
So how long is that line going to be? My God.
That's what I was saying.
How
but
many
like,
different, look, what kind of ride is this? What kind of, like how many rooms they have set up? I mean, this is going to take hours upon hours upon hours.
You know, the Carousel of Progress was about that. No, not the Carousel of Progress. The movie, the Great Movie Ride was about 20 minutes long. So, and that was fine.
Oh yeah, I remember riding that several times. I always had fun with that.
Yeah, so I mean, I think there might be several box cars. I don't know if it's a box car ride or if it's like a simulator.
I would think it's a simulator.
Yeah,
it's gonna be that long.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
and
know
if they're
it's
piloting like the Falcon or something, you can't have too many people in there.
Awesome if you were able to pilot one of those resistance bombers. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that would be cool. And like, if they had like TIE fighters, and then you could be going against the Millennium Falcon, that would be cool as well. But you know, I think they might have different sections that you can go into. I don't know. But
does anybody know
20
exactly
minutes of scenery.
when it opens?
Yeah,
I guess this year.
When?
I think it was 2019 when it opens.
No, but I mean, like, do we know exactly when in 2019?
I could look it up right now.
Mr. Pete wants to know how many people the ride can hold.
Probably
that's what I want to know too.
Star Wars.
And
Well, the
Star Wars
Millennium
says
Falcon.
June.
The Millennium Falcon, because I think it's like the same amount of people like that in the movie it can hold. Like we see in the trailer, like 4 or 5 people in it, but I think they might be talking about a different ride that's 28 minutes long, because 5 people for 28 minutes is just ridiculous. And the line, because everyone's going to be going there. No one's going to be going to anywhere. Like, let's be honest.
Stig, James says still someone needs to clean the ride, Stig.
Well, my mom, Denise, she says it doesn't open until fall. Let me get on that and look it up real quick.
Doesn't that park?
It just says
August 15th. Oh wait, no, never mind. Go ahead.
I saw somewhere
that
the park is only going to have stuff from the new movies, and nothing from the old trilogy.
Yeah, apparently that's what it's gonna have. It's gonna focus around like Rey and Kylo and stuff.
Yes, your mother, Mary, she is correct. It opens late fall 2019, and for Disneyland, it opens June 2019.
Okay.
And we now have Odin, guys.
Odin,
what's up?
What's up, Odin?
Aww.
Okay, so Odin,
crew.
I've got to do this because I told the person I was going to do it because I did it yesterday when you were on, but I don't think you read the comment. Can Sith please come out of the closet?
No! Sith cannot come out of the closet. Sith is trapped in the closet like R. Kelly, and he's not coming out.
Oh, God.
Every time I'm on your stream or you're on a stream where I'm at, I ask that question.
Yep, I see it every time, and it's hilarious. And why is Proper Jeremy in here? Why do I always have to be in the stream with Proper Jeremy? God.
Watch the viewers just rock it.
I got roasted last night.
I cannot help it, Odin. It's so funny when Sid's like, "Can I come out the closet?" And you're like, "No." It's like I gotta ask every time because it's so funny. I just can't help myself. I'm like, I'm trying Sith, but it's not getting me anywhere.
He will stay in there until I have decided otherwise.
But it's funny because he doesn't even ask me to do it. He's like, well, what does he say when you ask? I said, normally he doesn't answer me.
Well, it's better than him, being under my bed now.
I'm sorry, I could not help myself.
Okay, who's got the music playing?
That was me. I was playing Trapped in the Closet.
Copyright.
No.
The whole channel gets taken down.
Should it proper be the one locked in the closet and not Sith?
I'm sure they spend some time in there together occasionally.
Proper just needs to go away. That's all Proper needs to do.
Nope, not today.
Not today.
Lord.
Oh.
Proper's not in the closet. He's out.
Yep. I've been out.
Okay, so now that Odin is here, we can talk about our favorite movies, and we're going to let Odin start this one.
Our favorite movie, definitely The Last Jedi.
You know it, man. You know it. So are we talking favorite movies of all time or of the past year?
Of all time, past year, it doesn't matter. Just
all right,
whatever your favorite
all
movies
time is a list that I give out a lot because almost every single stream, one person will ask me, what's your favorite movie ever? What's your favorite movie? And I'm like, still the same three, hasn't changed. Like, I say three because I feel like depending on the day, depending on my mood, I might like one over the other. But my top three of all time are 12 Angry Men. Yeah, that's right. Get angry with that one. That's right. I said men, not people. 12 Angry Men. I also love It's a Wonderful Life and Casablanca. So those are my top three favorite films of all time. They're all classics. They're all movies that you should see at least once before you die. And I think they're three of the best made films and stories ever to be told, as my dog Willow pretends to be a cat right next to me.
They need to make a 12 Angry Ramen.
12 Angry Women.
They have. Not gonna lie. So basically, they haven't done the movie yet. Don't worry, it's coming. But where I live, there was a school. There's an all-girls school that did a production of 12 Angry Men, and they made it 12 Angry Women. And apparently, there is a script out there that changes some elements of the story in order for it to fit the female cast. Yep.
In what ways do they change
Would something called 12 Angry Women not piss off SJWs even more than having
Not if they had blue hair.
You would think so. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how those women are presented, I guess.
This really seems like a catch-22 situation.
No, it is funny, too, because now we're in this age where now even saying women power or things like that is becoming offensive because of the entire trans movement. So,
Give it.
Not
Wow.
You have to say women with
as
an
the. My pronouns are a, e, o, and oo. Yes, that's right. It's musical.
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay, Doug Life, what about you? What are your top favorite movies?
Okay, I have two favorite movies, and both of them are ones from my childhood, which I think still hold up today, and you can still watch them as an adult. Spider-Man 2 from the Sam Raimi original trilogy, I think is a really well-made movie, and it's got a lot of good action scenes, good quotes, and then School of Rock.
That's a good one, too. Stig, what about you?
Well, I have a top three, I guess. The first one being Jaws. I just think it's a perfect movie, really. Every actor in it delivers a top performance, And the second one is a two-parter. It's the Three and the Four Musketeers from the 70s. They were made as one movie, but got too long, so they chopped it in half. So I guess that counts as one. And the last one, I don't know, Blade Runner.
Nice.
Yeah, Jaws was a good enough movie. It scared me enough. I don't want to go in the ocean anymore. I'm afraid of sharks.
The fact
I
that
actually
the
never liked
actors
Jaws.
really,
That's one thing I never got into.
oh, I love it. It
I've
made me
watched it
scared
a
of
few
water
times,
forever, but
Yeah, I
don't-
will go.
yeah.
I will go in a swimming pool,
Yeah.
but I will stay away from lakes.
Open water?
unless they are-
I don't do open water. I don't. If I can't see the
Lakes.
bottom, I don't do it.
Lakes, if they are man-made, I am okay with. But otherwise, if I know they're connected to an ocean somewhere, I will not go in them, and I will not go in the ocean because I am definitely afraid of sharks now.
Bonnie, Dana.
Yeah.
Oh no,
What's
no,
even
no.
more impressive? What's even more impressive about Jaws is that you talk about all the actors are great. That's all the actors like, and many of them were drunk in several scenes. One specifically was
just
drunk
one
the
guy.
entire
That was-
movie. Oh no, just the one. No, one guy was drunk the entire movie, but there were a couple scenes where you could tell.
Yeah, he was pretty. Robert Shaw was pretty blacked out as Quint when he was delivering the USS Indianapolis speech.
Which is amazing.
It was so bad. Actually, they had to go back and reshoot it, and he felt bad that he only was somewhat drunk. But yeah, you can tell sometimes when he's had a little bit too much of that tea. He's
The twisted tea.
Okay, proper Jeremy, your top 3 movies or whatever they are.
Top 3. I mean, there's a few. The Room is one of my personal favorites.
Don't try and butter me up with that. How dare you?
I'm not buttering you up with anything. No, we just agree on a movie. God forbid. But the other, I'm going to do a top 5. Jaws as well. Back to the Future, A New Hope, and a movie called Johnny Got His Gun, which is like an anti-war propaganda movie, and it's basically the worst thing that you could possibly imagine happening to a human being, and yeah, very disturbing. But yeah, I'd love.
Yeah,
all of those movies.
you would like an anti-war propaganda film proper.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious about this one. I even read the book. The author directed the movie. It inspired the song "One" by Metallica. So yeah, I mean,
proper. When you say Back to the Future, do you mean the series as a whole or the first one? Because if you're talking about in terms of being the best movie, Part 2 is better than Part 1.
I disagree with you, but I can understand why you feel that way. I think of the series as one cohesive whole movie. I guess
I do as well. That's why when they say which part do you like most? The whole movie. The whole story is what I love the most. And I think Part 3 is actually better than people think it is. So
I think it's highly underrated.
Very much.
It's my second favorite, but it's just.
Why do you hate Part 2 so much? Why do you hate Part 1? Why do you hate Part 1 so much?
I don't hate Part 1 so much.
God.
That's my favorite of the 3.
Lord.
Why? What's wrong with no? I'm sticking by it. No, Part 1's the best.
I don't understand how you can think Part 1 is better than Part 2.
Well, because it can stand on its own, unlike Part 2, which can't. But that's, I mean, for obvious reasons. But because it's the first one. But I don't know, because it was a much more simple story. It wasn't necessarily a time travel movie per se, as it was about, a guy who is very. I think it was more. I'm thinking of in terms of George McFly's story arc. I think it was about, what I took from it is just learning how to be a man and to stick up for yourself and to, work hard and accomplish, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. It's pretty straightforward. And I think that that story arc is just what sets apart the other 2 movies, because it was just more about continuing the time travel journey and getting everything fixed and everything again.
But they didn't have hoverboards. They did not have hoverboards, and so therefore your entire argument is invalid.
No, I disagree. I think you're incorrect.
well, in the words of someone who's orange, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong.
Brandon, what about you? What are your favorites?
Yeah, top 3: Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Animal House, and Toy Story. And then knocking in on the top 3 right now is the newly released Fire Festival documentaries. Those are just electric.
Okay.
So that is my top 3 with a honorable mention top 4.
I've been hearing about it every single day. That's just...
They are outrageous.
Yeah.
It is whether you got Hulu or Netflix, watch either of them or watch both of them. I just just subscribed to Hulu yesterday so I could watch Fire Fraud, which is the Hulu one.
Yeah.
And it is incredible.
So there's 2 different documentaries about the same event?
Yes, one was made by the Fuck Jerry people.
Okay.
And then the other one was made by Hulu.
Okay.
And as like the counter to the Fuck Jerry people.
Okay.
And So they're kind of about the same thing, but the Hulu documentary has Billy McFarland, who is the mastermind, along with Ja Rule, of the Fyre Fest, who's serving a 6-year federal prison sentence for fraud, and he owes $26 million in restitution fees. And the Netflix one is by far the most entertaining, and you'll get the more laughs out of it.
Yeah.
But the Hulu one gives you a lot of the more business legal issues that go along with it.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, Mary, how about you?
So I have a top 5 list as well, but I'll try to keep it brief. So tied for the top are Empire Strikes Back and the animated Beauty and the Beast. Those two are both pretty epic to me. And then I love Spirited Away by Hayao Miyazaki, the Studio Ghibli. It's an anime. And Grave of the Fireflies and Gone with the Wind.
Nice.
So Gone with the Wind. Scarlett O'Hara was my idol growing up. I wanted to be like her.
There's the southern accent.
Brian, how about you?
So mine might be a little controversial. So the Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, and the Return of the King.
Why not Empire?
Sweet.
I don't know. Honestly, I just found myself always watching the Return of the Jedi, and you know, the last battle always drew me in, and because I felt the Emperor did such a good job, and I'm such a huge fan of the Emperor, and
It's interesting though, because every single film is the end of a trilogy.
Yes.
Big and also a big return guy, sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the returns.
Return and Revenge.
Yeah. The Revenge of the Jedi.
Yes.
I actually agree with you that Return is better than Empire, but I think A New Hope is actually the best out of the original trilogy.
I agree.
So for me, my top movies are Star Wars 1 through 6, Rogue One, Indiana Jones. I grew up on Indiana Jones with my dad. So, that's pretty much it for movies. But as far as TV shows, Battlestar Galactica, oh my God, that was my favorite. And Roswell, I loved Roswell. And they've just got a new remake on the CW of it. And I've been kind of watching that lately. And it actually is pretty good, considering all the crap that the SJWs have been putting out with the reboots. This one actually seems pretty awesome. So
I didn't know we were doing TV too.
I'm about to say, Lord, bringing TV into the conversation. I actually really like the original Roswell series, but I only like season 1 and 2, and then it just kind of goes off the rails.
Yeah, check out the new version of Roswell and let me know what you think, Odin, because I think it's pretty good. They're not teenagers in this one; they're actually adults, grown up, and it's a different take on the whole thing. There is some controversial stuff in it, like Michael in this one is now gay, which he was not in the original, but I can deal with that. It's not that big of a deal. So, but yeah, there are some changes, and Liz, she had a sister who was killed in this version and not in the other version. So yeah,
I have a question for
there is some differences.
Odin, have you ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
The movie?
No, oh my God, no, the show.
I've seen the movie.
Oh God, help you!
And to say one kind thing about the movie, because there really isn't a whole lot to say kind about the movie. I actually thought the effects were very good, to be perfectly honest.
That's the only good thing about the movie.
I was hating everything else. I'm like, God, this movie sucks, but hey, it's pretty to look at.
The movie does not represent the show at all.
Seriously, that's what I've heard.
The show was great.
Yeah,
it really is one of the best series of all times, in my opinion.
Okay, but what do you think of Korra then?
I just never got into it as much. It's fine, it's just not.
A lot of people hated it, but I thought it was better than Avatar.
Yeah.
Blasphemy.
Avatar's a classic.
But if we're going into TV shows, there are 2 TV shows I've been watching recently that I think are really, really good shows. Hannibal, which is an NBC show, and it's got, I think, 3 seasons, and it's like Hannibal Lecter, obviously, and that's like a really good show. It's got some good cinematography and stuff in it, and also Gotham on Fox. A lot of people hate it.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate it because of what it does to the Batman mythology, but I think as an alt universe, it's actually a really great crime show and a really great Batman show.
Mm.
Yeah, my favorite TV shows were definitely Once Upon a Time from ABC.
Until it went woke.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, until it went woke. Yeah. Let's see. What's it called? The Agents of Shield. Agents of Shield.
I
Was
watched
good.
3 seasons of that, and then I just completely lost track.
They started talking about Thanos in the very end, which, you know, because it was like right at the mark when Infinity War released, and I was like, oh, holy shit! Like, I have to watch this now. And then probably SpongeBob. SpongeBob, definitely.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would say up until the first movie. After, like,
For
right
what,
after
SpongeBob?
that, yeah, after that movie came out, then it just went to crap to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sort of like it reminds me a little bit of what happened with The Simpsons. The first 10 seasons, I think, up to that point, brilliant, excellent writing, just so many great moments. Probably one of the best TV shows of all time, and it's still going on, but it's kind of gotten stale. You know, it's run its course, but it's still going on for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
I was a Batman animated series kind of girl growing up.
Can I do my
I
favorite
prefer Batman
TV show?
Beyond.
Yeah, go
Yes.
ahead.
What's your favorite, Stig?
Well, I have a top 5. The first one being Twin Peaks. Really love that one. Really bizarre. Spartacus was good. The first 4 seasons of X-Files. Farscape. Excellent sci-fi show.
Oh, good show. I love that one too.
And I really like the Terminator TV show. The Sarah Connor Chronicles.
I heard those were good.
Yeah, I thought it was good. You know, better than Terminator 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, to me, I always say, like, oh, I'm really ashamed that I'm really sad there wasn't a Terminator 3. You know, I really would have loved to have seen that. Would have liked to have seen a Godfather Part 3. You know, too bad it was never made.
Yeah.
My actual all-time favorite TV show is one that has recently been destroyed and corrupted. I have been watching since I was 7, and that is Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was a sad day when that season began.
Rest in peace.
It was
Actually-
good. The Walking Dead was good too, but then you know.
No,
Actually
don't
went
get me
to a-
started on that.
I went to a panel at NYCC for the new Doctor Who, and they were so proud of themselves. They were all woke about it. Everything they talked about, how revolutionary this was to have a woman doctor, and it was just completely crazy.
Oh my god! Oh, woman doctor! I thought they could only be nurses. Oh my god!
The thing about this last season of Doctor Who with this woman doctor, they literally ripped story shreds out of the Sarah Jane spin-off. They actually completely ripped off their own spin-off season with a female protagonist.
I mean, I don't mind a female protagonist. In fact, quite the opposite. I'm happy to see female protagonists. The problem it comes in when you have to get super political about it. Just make it good and stop focusing on the incidentals of someone's gender or race.
Exactly, and it has to be done right, or otherwise it's just staring us in the face. And it's a cold sore, and we know it's there. And when it's like that, no one wants to watch it. Who wants to watch a lady screaming in our face because we were born men? And you know,
God forbid.
sorry that my masculinity offends you.
Well, it's like they were talking about it on the Senate last night about Wonder Woman. And one of the reasons why I loved Wonder Woman was because they had her embrace her femininity. Like, what was one of the things she did? She ran up and she goes, "Oh, a baby." Of course she did that. Of course she did. First of all, she's a woman. Second of all, she never sees babies. Like, it's okay to be a feminine woman. And it's not some terrible scar on humanity for you to act like a female.
The reason I like Wonder Woman above a lot of things with a female protagonist recently is because the male character was not fucking useless.
Exactly.
It seems like these people are incapable of writing good female characters without making every other character useless.
And
why is it yet to go woke?
Why is it a problem to have them be romantically involved? These things happen naturally in normal stories for two people who are of opposite genders working alongside one another who exhibit traits that you find attractive. Like, I don't have a problem with there being a bit of romance in these kinds of stories. You can still kick butt and be a lady and be in a romance. I think that's great.
I think that's part of what makes these stories good.
And the funny thing about Wonder Woman is it's about a whole island just with women, and it was still they still managed to not make it about femme propaganda. They still managed to make it a good movie without incorporating all this political bullshit, and it's great because I loved Wonder Woman. It was one of my favorite movies of what year did it come out?
2017.
Yeah, 2017. And yeah, I mean, they did a great job with it. People, the feminists were saying, "Oh, maybe we need an island just full of women." I'm like, don't, please.
No, I'd say go ahead. No, seriously, take every single SJW woke woman and go ahead and stay on a freaking island and get away from everything, because you know what, that would be the best. In fact, you know what you can do? You can also take all of your beta male friends with you and then just disappear.
Make them your slaves.
So
yeah, but then we'd all be out of the job. If they won't be here,
then society would be amazing. Like, let's think
about
it. If all the SJW feminazis were gone, and all of their beta male friends were gone. Oh my God, the world would be amazing.
It would be like the 80s.
Great again. Star Wars would be great again.
Everything would be great again. Seriously.
Here's the thing, Odin. They don't need an island. They need a whole nother universe away from ours.
They already are living in their own universe.
See, that's why they go to the island, and then all of a sudden, we take over and we say, okay, so let's just be honest here. Let us build a giant wall around the entire island so that way they can never leave. They can never leave.
Build a wall.
And don't worry, we're still humanitarians. We still believe in human life, so we're going to drop care packages. We're going to drop food and everything because we know that they can't do it for themselves, because we know that they need to be provided with everything. So we'll continue to help them, saying, oh, yeah, we'll help you, as long as it means that we don't have to listen to you or hear you talk about anything or deal with you just in life and all the stupid laws that you love to pass that affect us. Go ahead. Sure. I'll have taxpayer dollars go to fund you to live and survive. Sure.
Drop a few.
And when they can't reproduce, and when they can't reproduce more, then we'll just be like, sorry, it was your choice,
They don't die within a week, though, because
yeah, they would kill each other off.
No.
No.
They die from lack of sleep because everyone's woke.
Yep.
Well, they also turn on each other so easily.
Yeah.
Also, take away their phones. Ooh.
About their
social media,
they can't tweet. They can't tweet about their experiences. How will they survive?
No.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That immense.
Who would they yell at, though? Who would they yell at? I mean, they have to yell at someone that's in their nature.
Each other. They'll yell at each other.
Exactly.
That's why they wouldn't survive.
That immense soil level would be bad for the ecosystem on the island, though.
Yes.
Isn't it kind of like counterproductive for them to say that that men are making women feel like they can't think for themselves, even though women can think for themselves? Like, aren't they fighting for women to be able to think for themselves?
Oh, but if you
Like,
learn from the party line, it's internalized misogyny. Don't you understand?
Please.
We've internalized misogyny. We kowtow to men because we must have someone think for us, right? So it's either the female group think or we follow behind men. God forbid we have a thought in our teeny tiny little brains that is one of our own.
Amen.
D. Carey says they wouldn't last 4 days. They would kill each other.
Yeah, like speaking about talk about like a soy boy Lord of the Flies.
Yeah.
The care packages we drop, they should just be like boxes of shanks. And let them kill each other.
Oh no. We
okay, we're getting into the territory where it sounds like we're planning some sort of weird genocide.
Yo,
oh no, not at all. This is them choice.
Oh.
Remember that they chose to leave. They chose to leave. We're just respecting their decision, and then we can drop
it themselves.
We can drop
we're aiding in natural selection.
We
give them some Gillette razors.
We give them care packages with just guns with one bullet.
Oh no, because they hate guns, so they won't touch it. So no, Gillette razors, Let's see. We can also drop some soy. Obviously, I think soybeans and soy burgers and everything like that. You know, it's got to be not just soy, but it also has to respect them. It's got to be gluten free, and I think we can respect them on that vegan gluten free diet.
Kosher. Don't forget
Vegan,
kosher.
gluten free,
Yes, of
low
course.
calorie, soybean
Organic.
milk burger.
Yes,
Carbon
all,
neutral.
all organic. Very true.
I'm sorry, I need a burger.
We'll need to drop Pringles because of course proper Jeremy will need something while he's there.
Yep,
Yeah,
damn right.
I'm gonna need
Wait,
something.
how can it be
to,
organic if it's not, if it's vegan?
So guys, I want to read my mom's chat here because like this is the woman who spawned the lady that I am today, and I'm really proud of this comment. She said, "Look,
Bless
lovely people, I worked very hard to get on my pedestal, and I really don't want to step down to open a door for myself when my hands are full of the stuff I'm going to make dinner with."
Damn.
Damn,
That Denise is a awesome person.
she's a trooper.
That's my
Thank you,
mama.
thank you, Denise.
Nice.
Thank you, Denise, for spawning such a wonderful woman like Mary.
Yes.
Aw.
Aw, stop it. No, go on.
See,
I'm
here's
hungry.
my thing. I
I'm
have
hungry
men.
now.
I have men that get pissed at me because like we will go grocery shopping and I will like carry 90% of the groceries out of the car. And my husband especially gets so mad. He's like, knock it off. Let me carry some. I'm like, hey, look, I am not helpless. I can do things, I've been doing this since I was a kid. I had to cut wood. I had to stack wood. I had to keep the wood stove going. I had to do dishes. I had to cook. I had to clean. Those are all things my dad taught me because he said when I got to be an adult, I needed to be able to be self-sufficient and rely on myself and take care of myself first and foremost. Then once I could do that, I could bring a partner into my life because until I could take care of myself, I would be useless. I would be like most of the women out there that rely on men to do everything for them and can't do nothing for themselves. So to me, that's not being a feminist, or it's not being somebody who doesn't expect men to do things. It's somebody who is being reasonable and smart. Okay. Men can do a lot, but you can do a lot for yourself too. Don't take advantage of men and think they have to do it all. Get off your ass and help if you're a woman, because that's what you should do. But at the same time, don't talk down to a man and treat him like he is worse than the piece of dirt on the bottom of your shoe, because he's not. You need him, whether you like to admit it or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well,
and I raised my 3 daughters the same way. Look, you can take care of yourself. Don't expect a man to do everything for you, but at the same time, don't treat them like they're nothing, because they are a very important part of your life at all times.
Well, I agree with Bonnie in that, like, you should, as a woman, I strive to be able to do whatever it is that I have to be able to do for myself. But I also appreciate being treated like a lady and there being mutual respect. If a guy wants to hold a door for me, what am I going to do? I'm going to smile and I'm going to thank him. And then I'm going to respect the fact that there are things that he is simply more capable of doing than I am as a female. There are differences between the genders. And I might be able to go out and jack up a car and change the oil, and that's fine. And I'm glad that I can do that for myself, but I'm grateful that there are men who are out there and who are more able and willing to do it.
Yeah, that's the way it is. We were made to equal each other out.
Yeah.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
So thank you, men, for being men. Thank you,
welcome.
every guy out there, for being men and standing up.
You're welcome.
Yes, you're welcome.
We're happy to help.
There are plenty
Proper
of
Jeremy, don't act like you're actual man.
No,
So you're
shut up,
happy.
child. You be quiet. You just became an adult, like, what, 2 weeks ago? Hush, child.
Hey, proper. Once again,
Yes,
the
but I'm
adult,
not sitting here drinking soy.
proper,
So, you know.
proper. The adults are talking. Please quiet down. All right.
I'm an adult too.
We don't need your beta propaganda swing up the stream, please. Thank you.
Swaying up the stream. I'm good.
I'm being very proud today.
Okay, we're not going to keep this going too much longer because, like I said, I've been coughing and I don't want to keep disrupting the chat with the coughing. So we are going to go ahead and get ready to end this for this Saturday. Thank you all for coming. Odin, I would like you to plug your channel first, as you are the guest.
Oh, well, thank you. Come check me out at Odin's movie blog. And I love you guys. So thank you so much for having me on.
Not a problem.
We love you too, Odin.
Thug Life Jeremy.
Yeah, come check out my channel, Fug Life Jeremy. I'll talk in the description so you guys can find it. I'm always going to be on live streams and stuff, and I will eventually make videos.
One of these
Stick.
days, get around to it.
Well, I don't have a YouTube channel, but if you're ever in Norway, you could swing by and use my guest bed for a visit.
Proper Jeremy.
Hello, my name is Proper Jeremy. I have a Council of Jeremy's live stream every month. So in a few weeks, it's going to be that time of the month again, and you'll look forward to seeing other Jeremys like Thug Life Jeremy and all these other Jeremys who this is a place where they get to have a voice and be able to
rip the shit out of Proper.
Yes, exactly. If they dare try, it's not that hard to do. And I post a video at least once or twice a week, so look forward to that.
Brandon.
Yeah, I am the Moist from the comment section of World Class Bullshitters to my new channel, Moist Visions Inc. Tomorrow I will be hosting the Sunday Moisture Mash Moist Cast, and we'll talk, I don't know, subject to be determined. But feel free to join us tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mary.
Hey guys, I am Mary B, and I bring the mayhem. I do streams like Bonnie's, as well as I'm working on doing additional videos to that. So I hope to see you guys over on my channel.
Brian.
What's up? I'm Brian from the Rebellion. My YouTube channel is currently at a hiatus, but I plan on recontinuing it soon. You can catch me on Twitter at Brian Darth, and yeah.
Stig, you are a smart aleck. Stig wrote in the comments, Bonnie can't stop coughing because she is an undertaker. Nice. Nice, Stig.
She's General Grievous.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so there has been some changes to my channel. I did post a video to let everybody know about it. The changes aren't too bad. There's just some changes in the time and some new shows that I'm going to be pulling up. Every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, we will be doing the council meeting. You're not always going to have the same council members on because there is a whole group of us. So that way, if somebody has to be out for some reason, like this week, James and Stephanie couldn't be on, we have people to fill in. And that way we'll always have a full council for everybody. So, and we'll bring special guests on whenever possible. So, yeah, check out the channel, check out the video. It explains what shows will be coming on and what times. 10:30 Friday night Eastern time. We are still doing our age restricted show for all of you who enjoy that show. I did not change that one. I left that one as is because I think that's the best way to do it for all of us who are trying to cut loose on Friday nights. So thank you all for coming. I hope you all have a great time.
I have one more thing to say, buddy.
Yeah.
One more thing. If any of you guys in the chat want to be a part of the Rebellion group chat on Twitter, just hit me up. I posted my username in the chat down below. So yeah, so just hit me up and ask me if you want to be part of the group chat. I'll add you right away.
Come and join the Rebellion.
Yes.
Please make sure you sub to each other. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Share this video with everybody. We want to make sure everybody gets it out there and hears it. We want to make sure everybody grows their channel and has support from our group. That's what we're here for, to support each other. So y'all have a good day, good weekend. There will be no live stream for me tomorrow unless I'm a guest on somebody's show. I will put a video up, but that's pretty much it for Sunday. That way I can have Sunday to kind of rest and help others on our group that need support in their chat or need a guest on their show. So we will see you all Monday at 5 p.m. for the next show.
All right.
Have a good weekend, you guys.